You are powerful beyond your wildest imagination, what you can even imagine right now. You are designed for something so special. Your body was literally designed to give birth, conceive, give birth, and raise your child for both yours and your child's thriving. Now, when we follow the design of our body, our baby, birth, life, our mind, this leads to both you and your child getting everything that they actually need so that you both will thrive in life. Unfortunately, the way that our world is designed right now, the convenience, the systems, the way that it's designed, the way that we think, the way that we act, the way that we assume things should be, is a disservice to women and children, mothers and children specifically, and also fathers and the family unit as a whole, our community as a whole. Because what it does is it creates this idea of convenience. So we have these machines, we have birth that's supposed to be at a certain timeline, pregnancy that's supposed to happen when you think it's the right time, whatever it may be. Every single part of it is designed to make things convenient for, sometimes for you, most often for your providers. And then when your child is born, there's all these devices and things that you are convinced that you need in order to make life easier, make life more convenient so you can continue your life as it was before. And it sounds good, and the idea is probably not a bad one, but unfortunately it's monetizing on mothers all the way from when you're literally trying to conceive. There's literally conception clinics that are monetizing off of you. The birth world, when you become pregnant, the first doctor's appointment to go, your ultrasound, every single step, every single decision, every single option you have costs you money, and people are monetizing off of it. Especially the system at large. And it's not for your benefit, because every single part of these things takes your autonomy and your authority, and you are then giving it out, you're outsourcing it to your doctor, to the machine, to the midwife even, unintentionally, because we've been trained to be good little girls when it comes to being with doctors, being with midwives, being with any sort of authority figure, especially when it comes to your health, because you don't know, right? You couldn't possibly know what's going on in your body. You have to have a mammogram every year. You have to go to the gynecologist every year to see if you are healthy, rather than actually knowing your own body markers and knowing for yourself if you're healthy or not, because you possibly couldn't know. Only the doctor can know, right? I say this sarcastically because that's not the truth. Now, this leads to every single step in birth and pregnancy. And so this whole system is designed to make it convenient for them and also to make them a lot of money. And in exchange, you most often will end up with trauma and disconnection from your body, disconnection from your baby. This whole system is designed to separate you and disconnect you from your baby as soon as possible. Even from the moment that they try and induce you, they try to get your baby out of your body as fast as possible, even before your baby and your body are ready, which causes a more painful, more stressful, more long birth. Typically ends up in trauma for both you and your baby, and then leads to more disconnection when your baby is born by the systems and things that are set up to that don't prioritize breastfeeding, convince you that formula is the same as breast milk, which it is not, that using a bottle is the same as using your breast to feed your baby, which it is not, telling you that your husband or your partner, your beloved, is the same as you, which they are not, and to convince you that you need to sleep train your child, that you need to put a diaper on them, that you need to use these machines and things to make your life easier, because otherwise your baby won't sleep, otherwise your baby's going to be an inconvenience, otherwise blah, blah, blah. Now, birth, pregnancy, conception, all of these are designed to be rites of passages for women. It's a rite of passage that has been happening for thousands of years, since the dawn of time, literally. Since, our generation, our ancestors have been alive. And initially, it was always designed, divinely and biologically designed, to initiate you into your most powerful, most authoritative, most grounded and present and intuitive version of yourself. Now, the way that modern birth and modern sick care health, what we call health care, but is not actually health care, it's sick care health, sick care health, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Sick care instead of health care. There we go. It is designed to disconnect us, separate us, and also to cut off the rite of passage that birth is. It makes it so that you can bypass the process that birth is, that pregnancy is, that motherhood is, and therefore then miss this huge opportunity to step into your power. This is your hero's journey. It's the most powerful hero's journey that there ever was and ever will be. It's the hero's journey of a maiden turning into a mother and a mother turning into a matriarch. They're step-by-step processes that you can choose to take where you alchemize every experience, good or bad, into turning yourself into the powerful version of yourself that you were born to be. There is a powerful version inside of yourself. There is this powerful light, this passion, this purpose, this fire that has been slowly tried to extinguish by conditioning and the society and norms and what is expected of you. But in reality, this fire is a little ember inside of you that is waiting for just the right environment to sprout out and become this big fire that is unstoppable, unshakable, and incredibly powerful. And that is inside of you. It always has been, but it's always been pushed down. And you may, in certain circumstances in your life, in your business, or the way that you interact in the world, or how you feel about yourself, have slowly let this fire, turn into a spark. But birth is designed to make it into a flame that burns away all that is not necessary, a flame that creates this version of yourself that burns burns away and kills that what no longer serves you, and brings up and abundantly, like, it's the same thing as a forest fire. When a forest fire happens, it seems terrible and horrible and scary, and it's hot, and it kills a lot, and it cuts off a lot. But what you see a year later, 5 years later, 10 years later, is that same environment that just had that forest fire, if it's a natural forest fire, that same environment is incredibly abundant, is versatile, has all the different plants and things that it needs in order to thrive. That environment is better than it ever was before, and that is exactly what birth is. It will burn away everything that doesn't serve you. It will be uncomfortable. It might even be painful. It'll feel intense either way. But if you allow it, and if you know that this is for your greatest good, it is for you and not to harm you. It will also burn away things in your life. It'll burn away relationships that you realize no longer serve you. It'll burn away mindsets and things that you do. You might even, if you're a business owner like I am, you might even think, I've built this beautiful business and I know it's so abundant and it's my greatest service in this life. And you might be thinking, can I handle motherhood and my business and my purpose? Yes, you can, but it's going to look very, very different than it looks now. If you look at your life right now and you do an audit, you'll probably realize, and if you don't realize it now, motherhood will teach you that there's a lot of wasted time, a lot of wasted space, a lot of wasted energy that you can cut back and shift, because you will not have the same capacity. You will have a little human that 100% relies on you and depends on you to be alive, to have everything they need, obviously physically, environmentally, but also emotionally, spiritually, and energetically and hormonally. And so there's a lot that this child needs from you. And in order to do that, you will need to shift and adjust and become very creative on how you are able to balance it at all. And at times it'll feel like you won't be able to balance it, and at times you feel like you will be able to balance it. And it is an alchemization. Motherhood is alchemizing. It is alchemizing every experience, every interaction, every potentially sleepless night, but also learning how to sleep really well. And I will teach you that. I will teach you how to birth, how to conceive, have your pregnancy, give birth, and how to do your postpartum, so that you are resourced in your body, so that you have energetically, hormonally, physically, spiritually what you need in order to step into motherhood with your fullest authority, confidence, self-trust, and resources, internally and externally. And the conventional way does not do that. The conventional way is most likely to lead to postpartum depression, not trusting yourself, constantly outsourcing your authority to other people, going to a doctor or asking anybody around you, is my baby okay? Is everything all right? I don't know what's going on. My child is sick. This is happening. They're not sleeping. Whereas the journey that I'm taking you on, and the journey that is the design of birth, is for you to go internal, to learn to listen to, ignite. Maybe you've never listened to it, so maybe you need to ignite your intuition. If you do listen to your intuition every once in a while, it's really making that voice louder and learning to trust it and listen to it, and then realize that it's right every single time. And what it then does is build this deep trust that no matter what happens, no matter what life throws at you in motherhood, which a lot is thrown at you, but you are capable of it. And that's the thing, is that conception, pregnancy, and birth, whatever that journey may look like for you, is literally setting you up for your motherhood journey. It is showing you, it is expanding your capacity, it is expanding what is possible for you, it is expanding your mindset, expanding what you think you are capable of. And the cool thing is, when you have a powerful, autonomous, undisturbed, sovereign birth, no matter what environment you decide to do one, but there are definitely environments that are more likely to give you that experience. When you step into motherhood that way, when you pull your own baby onto your own chest, you pull them out of your own body onto your own chest, and you just did one of the hardest things ever, and there were moments where you thought you couldn't continue, and you did anyways, and then you pull your baby out and you put them on your chest, you're like, holy shit, I am capable of anything. If I can do that, I can do anything. That was the hardest thing I've ever done in the best way possible, and I loved it. And it shows me that I am capable of more than I ever thought possible. And that will literally domino effect, ripple effect. Sometimes it'll be a tidal wave effect in every area of your life. Now, certain areas it'll be immediate, and other areas it'll be a slow shift. Like I said, when a forest fire happens, the first year you'll see initially some huge changes in the environment. After 5 years, you'll see another whole shift. After 10 years, you'll see a massive shift in the environment, like unrecognizable shifts. So some things will be immediate within the first year. Some will be in the next 5 years. Some will be in the next 10 years. But there is an incredibly powerful transformation that happens inside of you when you have an autonomous birth. And that is what I wish for you. That's what I dream for you. And that is what I'll teach you, is how to become the authority of your life, how to connect with your intuition, how to understand and connect with your body, how to understand and connect with your baby, how to understand what you and your baby actually need, whether it comes physically, emotionally, spiritually, hormonally, and how to support both you and your baby, and also understand that everything your baby needs is actually what you need as well. And both of you, when you support and follow the design of what you actually need, it will support both of you to thrive temporarily and also long term. And oftentimes I will show you the path of choosing the hard thing now and getting the benefit long term, instead of choosing the easy thing now and then having the consequences long term. So it's simple as, for you probably are someone who goes to the gym or has worked out at some point in your life. And so you know that if you go to the gym, it's hard. It sucks. You don't want to go. You don't want to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and before you go to work or before you start your work in the day. You don't want to do that. It's hard to get up early and do the hard thing. It's hard to go to the gym and lift weights, and it's uncomfortable and it's painful. But if you do the hard thing in that moment, you'll become stronger, you'll become healthier, and you have the benefits of being fit, being able to run after your children, being able to enjoy pleasure like nothing else because you have the stamina to be able to keep up with it, right? You have the benefit of having this control over your mind and of your body that you never thought possible, which gives you the ability to have control of other areas of your life, and so many other benefits that are subtle, and some are more innate and more overt. And this is exactly the same as this is journey. So every single step of the way, you have the choice every single time to choose the hard thing now, the not easy thing, the not convenient thing, the not quick answer, quick response, quick, immediate gratification, to not choose that, and instead choose the hard path in the moment, and then long-term realize you're more connected with your intuition, you're more connected with yourself, you trust yourself more. In the moment where you could have instead, have a fear, maybe my baby is not doing well, something's wrong, but it's not actually truly an intuitive thing, it's just a fear thing because you don't have that immediate gratification of knowing that your baby's okay. And instead of going and getting an ultrasound right away, you then sit with yourself and sit with your intuition and sit with your baby and ask yourself, is my baby okay? And wait for the answer to come, which may be immediate or may be long term. But then what you have is then this innate wisdom that you trust. This doesn't mean that you never use an ultrasound. This doesn't mean that you never use the system. It means that you discern when it's actually the right time. You don't just use it because you have a fear coming up. You don't just use it because it seems like the easy way out. Instead, you say, okay, there's a situation. I just got into a car accident. I actually might have internal bleeding. So this might actually be the time to use an ultrasound. Maybe not. But you go through your own internal wisdom and your own internal knowing before you go to any outside source, any external wisdom, any external knowledge, any external authority. You are the first authority, and everything else is filtered through that. That is what I'm going to teach you. That is what you're going to learn. And I just want you to know that this path, though not easy, but what else in life that is amazing and beautiful and powerful was ever easy? It is absolutely worth it. And it will, if you allow it to, transform you and change you for the best, for the highest version of yourself. Because that is the innate, biological, and divine design of birth, of motherhood, of pregnancy, of conception. So whether you are wanting to conceive soon, maybe in the next few years or in the next few months, whether you are currently pregnant right now and you're wondering, oh my God, this is serious now, like this baby has to come out of me and I'm really nervous about this, whether to a higher level or a lower level, you're terrified, or you might just be like, can I do this? I don't know. Or if you're literally imminent about giving birth at any moment, or if you are a mother already and you had a previous experience that was not what you expected or what you hoped, it was maybe traumatic, maybe it was not this transformative experience that you hoped it would be, you can transform it. You can change it. Birth is designed to be this powerful, beautiful awakening, enlightening, igniting of your power, your internal power, your divine power that's inside of you. You are incredibly divinely designed to do this, and this will transform every area of your life if you allow it to. And that's what I implore you to do, is to allow birth and motherhood to change you for the better. And that's the journey I'll take you on. I'll teach you all the things. I'll teach you the information and the knowledge that you need. I'll teach you how birth works. I'll teach you how your body works. I'll teach you how to actually thrive, how to avoid trauma, how to avoid postpartum depression, how to take control of your life, how to become the authority of your body, of your health, of your pregnancy, of your baby, and of your family. And in this process, you will choose to become the matriarch, who is not just a mother, but she is the mother who deeply is connected to her intuition, deeply connected to her wisdom, deeply trusts herself, and is literally different in the way that she walks, she talks, she acts, she thinks in every area of her life. I invite you to be a part of this journey. I invite you to join me on this journey, because it's the journey that I am on, just a few steps ahead of you. And it is a powerful, transformational journey that is not an immediate response. This isn't just one moment in your life. It is a lifestyle. It is a movement. It is a slow, constant journey, a slow, constant transformation that happens over time, over the rest of your life. But it starts now in deciding that you want to have this journey, that you know that birth is designed to be something sacred, beautiful, powerful, transformative, can be hard, can be easy, can be pleasurable, can be joyful, can be euphoric. All of these things are possible for you. Maybe all of them will be what you experience. And that it's not supposed to be this traumatic, horrible, torturous, traumatizing, dramatic experience that we see in movies and TV shows and books that your friends might have experienced, that you may have even experienced, that it can be something else. Something so, so beautiful, something so, so powerful. And that possibility, if you hold that possibility, then I would love to help you create that, because you can create that in your life. Come and join me. I would love to have you.